Good.
Wow, that was a great video. Well, what can I tell you? Your story was similar to mine, in the fact that I had a girlfriend spend the night, a friend of mine. I think, what was her name? Her name was Stacy, and we waited till my mom was asleep, and this was when my mom wasn't seeing anybody. It was just my mom, me, and my sister. This was like, a couple of years after my dad had passed away, and we were, making our life on our own without having a dad. But eventually, my mom started dating way after. But anyways, my mom would be asleep, and I shared a room with my sister. My mom gave us actually the big room, like it was the master bedroom, but she gave it to us because there was me and my sister. So we had, if you know what a bunk bed is, well, our bunk beds were able to separate. So my mom had separated them so we each had a bed. My sister would be asleep, and I get these urges to want to clean, organize my room late at night. And I said to Stacey, why don't we, sneak outside? Because I thought it would be interesting to go out at night. So it was late at night, and we went out and we walked around the complex townhouses where I lived, and we decided to walk up the street, and a car pulled over, and the car asked, where are you going? And I said, we forgot her medicine. We're just going to her house to get it. I had to think of something fast. It was like a little white lie. We were just going for a walk because I didn't really want to tell this person, because the person was a stranger, didn't even know them, and they didn't even know us. And they're like, do your parents know you're out this late? And we're like, no. And she's like, well, you better get on home. So she made sure that we got home safely. I went in the front door, locked it, went upstairs, looked out the window, and the woman was sitting out in front of her house for, a few minutes or so. So I went away from the window, and I looked back out the window, and then I'm like, oh my God, the woman's gone. So I'm like, phew. But what is something else that I got away with? Okay, this is kind of, it's private, but I guess I can go ahead and share it with you because, I don't have anything that I'm gonna keep a secret from you guys because, I trust you. I used to, okay, this is, I don't know. My parents would be downstairs, and I'd have my boyfriends over, and I was allowed to have them in my room, and I'd get away with having sex. Yeah, I used to have sex when my parents were downstairs. Not something I would consider doing today, but back at that time, when I was 17, 18, I was just spontaneous, and I did that sort of thing. Julia, what are you doing? Sorry about that, Julia is making noise. Okay, can you play with her on the ground, not play with her on the wall? Getting back to, what did I get away with? What else did I get away with? Well, I didn't quite get away with this. Me and my sister, apparently, we thought it would be cool to go take people's mail and rip it. And somebody knew my mom and decided to rat us out and say we were caught ripping mail, and one of the pieces of mail was somebody's license that just got renewed or something, and it was sent in the mail. Well, my mother took the matters in her own hand and decided to ground us for the whole summer. What a lovely summer I had, grounded inside. Don't think I was allowed to do very much, but after the whole charade, my mother found out from the person who apparently ratted us out and said, "I'm terribly sorry, it wasn't your girls that ripped the particular person's license that came in the mail. It was somebody else." So my mom felt really bad for grounding us for a whole summer, but we learned our lesson. My sister used to get away with quite some stuff. She'd be very sneaky. She used to eat, she'd open cans of Alphagetti, like pasta, pasta and sauce. Some of them are called alphabets, Alphagetti, spaghetti and meatballs, that kind of stuff. She used to open them, sneak them, like be downstairs, and she'd eat them without cooking them. Because, she would need assistance to use the stove or the microwave, But she used to sneak that, and she used to eat uncooked, like a can of peas. I'm like, "Pam, you are disgusting." And I used to rat her out and tell my mom, and my mom would be like, "You're not supposed to be doing that," and she'd have a little talk with her. So, in a way, my sister would sneak and get away with that, but, that's basically all I really got away with. Other than having my parents go to bed and then I'd go out and hang out with my friends. Whoever was sleeping over, we'd stay up really late and we'd hang out outside, or we'd be on the phone. I had my own phone line when I started my part-time job through school to help me get through school. I made enough that I was able to afford my own phone line, so I wanted to have that when I was, I think I was 18 or 17 at the time, when I had my own phone line, and we'd spend hours on the chat line, me and my friend. Well, I'm sorry to say I'm not really friends with her anymore. Her name's Heather, but she's back living with her parents. But when we were hanging out, she'd sleep over quite a bit on the weekends, and we'd spend hours on the phone, and we'd hang outside, and sometimes we'd have my sister's friend Darren spend the night, and we'd play cards and just enjoy the night. Being a teenager was so much fun. I never went to parties with alcohol or drugs or smoking and that sort of thing, because I was a good girl. I didn't do that sort of thing. You always knew where I was. If I wasn't at home, I was with my friends or I was at the mall. So if you needed to find me, you could always find me. But I hope you enjoy things that I've gotten away with, and just enjoy. Take care. Thanks for watching.